in the filing for dismissal, Disney basically stuck its own foot up its own butt because they said in there, well, she said some things, but we as an entertainment company, as a, First Amendment right, we can dismiss her because it doesn't comport with the views of Disney. And to which we scratched our heads and said, wait a minute, did Gina Carano wear a Trump t-shirt on the set of The Mandalorian in front of cameras? Did Gina Carano write the script? Did she ad-lib anything in there? And as far as lines went for The Mandalorian and went MAGA at the end of Mando season 2? No. I mean, none of that happened.
I'm just throwing out a dumb defense. Disney is full of dumb defenses. Hello, look at what they argued for the Peanuts case, the case in downtown Disney with the lady who had a peanut allergy, and they said, "Well, you signed up for Disney Plus, and under this Disney Plus,
well, wait, Danny,
you dissuaded any liability." I mean, Disney is known for having. You guys could say, "Oh, well, that's a weak argument," and it may be, but Disney has so many attorneys and so many ideas and so much time and so much money. They will bury their opposition in these ideas. They will throw so much spaghetti on the wall until your opposition is blind. Okay. That is their goal. They only need one thing to stick when it comes to these defenses. And I think that's what people need to understand. This is civil law. This is not criminal law. In criminal law, you make your claims and you have to prove those claims beyond a reasonable doubt. Okay.
Yeah.
This is civil law. This is, you can make two alternative claims, two alternative theories. I was both defrauded, and if I wasn't defrauded, I was robbed, right? You can make two different ideas and posit these two theories and argue them all the way till the day when the judge or the jury decides one way or another. It can be one or the other. It can be both. That's the craziness of civil court. So just keep in mind, you're going to see a lot of really dumb arguments coming out of Disney. You're going to see a lot of really silly arguments made, things that make you go, "Oh my, you're kidding." And they're willing to risk it because why not? Why not? They're one of the most litigious companies in the world.
They're famous for the Hail Marys. I mean, you've got the guy out there, the same guy that was the lead dog when it came to the sneeze and allergy case that a woman died in on Disney Park or property, a year or so ago, and they tried to pull you signed up for a Disney Plus subscription.
Yeah, that's what she just
you bought an Epcot ticket, right? Yep. And then the Florida case, all these were by a guy named Petrocelli, and he loves arguing. This is Disney's top dog lawyer, not general counsel at Disney C-suite in Burbank. But Disney's top lawyer, they always get Petrocelli in there, and he always loves to pull out the First Amendment argument. And his idea is that, well, because Disney's an entertainment company and that Disney makes movies and TV shows. Basically, his argument, if you read his filings for Disney all the time, including this Gina Carano case, his argument is always, Disney can do whatever the hell it wants because it's protected by the First Amendment, so piss off. Like, this is this guy's argument. And what's crazy, Danny, I don't know if you... this was before, I know you and I were talking, this is a while back, when Disney tried to file the initial motion to dismiss in this Gina Carano case. Probably about a year ago now. That was Petrocelli's argument there, First Amendment. Well, we got rid of Gina because First Amendment, we're an entertainment company, we can do whatever the hell we want. And the funny thing was, you'd have to go back and read it. I probably still have it archived. I know Ron can tell you the story. We both laughed at it because in the filing for dismissal, Disney basically stuck its own foot up its own butt because they said in there that, well, she said some things, but we as an entertainment company, as a, First Amendment right, we can dismiss her because it doesn't comport with the views of Disney. And to which we scratched our heads and said, wait a minute, did Gina Carano wear a Trump t-shirt on the set of The Mandalorian in front of cameras? Did Gina Carano write the script? Did she ad-lib anything in there as far as lines went for The Mandalorian and went, like MAGA at the end of Mando season 2? No. I mean, none of that happened. She said something privately on her own Instagram account. But
she probably should have. She probably should have, and then really get fired for her viewpoint, and then there is no argument. It's just so obvious.
Well, the funny thing is that in Disney's motion to dismiss, by saying that they get to pick and choose the people and the viewpoints that ultimately represent Disney, and this is why they wanted to let Gina Carano go. In the same breath, and those of us on YouTube, all the examples we just talked about, it's like Disney right there admitted in black and white in a legal filing that they have no problem associating with Mark Hamill's views of half of America being Nazis, with Pedro Pascal's views of half of America being Nazis or Klansmen. They have no problem associating with people, actors that they routinely continued to hire after getting rid of Gina Carano that had far more radical views than Gina Carano ever could have imagined to have. And Disney had no problem associating with them. It's like they really beclown themselves in their defenses. And again, as a layperson, not a legal expert, but I'm reading it. I'm like, did you really think about this before you wrote it? Because, you know, everybody on YouTube has been covering the craziness of people like Mark Hamill and Pedro Pascal now for a couple of years. They're loons. They're left-wing loons. But Disney had stated in so much in that request for dismissal that they have no problem with them. They have no problem with half of America being called Nazis by some of their headline talent.
Yeah.
This
to
is
the
me.
detriment of the company, even.
Yeah.
Well, the detriment of the company.
Financially, for sure.
Right.
Make sure you're subscribed to Valiant Renegade and join us every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern for the live show.